guys, Bubble here with update 71 in the forest. Let's start off with the calorie system that they added. It is a little bit more reactionary than before. If you were playing with my strength style guide, you should still be fine because that's the whole thing, the whole style of that was reactionary. Basically, if you do a bunch of stuff, you consume more calories. So if you're eating low calorie items like berries and other items like that, it'll be much harder to increase your strength. And if you're doing absolutely nothing and you're eating large calorie items like the lizard and rabbit, then you're probably gonna gain weight. So just slightly adjust if you have a lazy day, and it should be easier and faster with the new calorie system. The rabbit and the lizard are like 500, 600, while the berries are 1. You got like 10 for the mushrooms, I believe. So it should be easier now. I wouldn't worry too much about it as long as you're paying attention to your hunger and don't touch the snacks or the sodas. There's a new electrical tape in the game. You can get it from suitcases and other human-like objects you crack open. Now you can combine it with your modern bow with a flashlight. You can combine it with the chainsaw and also your pistol. Finally, you can also use it inside of the explosive recipe now instead of cloth. And I like to add sticky to all of them. It's pretty helpful because now you can use these in the dark. They said it was for caves to make them better, but it's nice outside too. Keep in mind that the flashlight also attracts cannibal attention, so sneaking up with a flashlight attached is not so helpful. In order to make the new item, the Slingshot, just take tape, stick, and some cloth. You fill it up in rocks, and since they reduce the amount of rocks, you might have to farm for a little bit. You just pound that ground with a stick. It doesn't do that much damage, but hey, it's super early game item. Also, the rocks, when they hit stuff, they attract cannibal attention. So if you had a troop that was running by you, you could use it to distract them and then go the other direction. So it's kind of cool that way. Also, rocks instantly kill rabbits and other small items, or animals. You can hold 10 rocks without a rock bag. I tried to put the tennis ball in there. I'm dying for the tennis ball to be working with a racket or something. There's also a small rock bag though, and I wanted to add, while we were making this small rock bag, you can put a whole bunch of items on your mat, and it won't reset your craft when you remove and successfully create items. So you can more quickly mass create stuff, like throwing a whole bunch of sticks and feathers on there to make a bunch of arrows. But take some rabbit fur and a rope, and you get the bag. And it'll take you from 10 rocks to 25 rocks. It's a nice spare weapon to have, especially if you're trying to like stealth your way to like distract the cannibals. There's a new item. It's modern arrows. This cave right here is one of my most favorite caves. Everything respawns here is super helpful. I have a video on it, I'll put it in the description and card. But there's some modern arrows here, and they're also in other locations, but this is 3 stacks that respawn with a whole bunch of other stuff. And I wanted to show a combination of the flashlight on the bow with the modern arrows. And what you notice, besides me getting hit, is that these guys are taking like 2 arrows and they die. This is normal mode though. Of course, if you get a headshot, they die instantly, but they're pretty strong. I noticed that I don't think the proper arrow is coming back when you pick it up. Also, when you change it into fire arrows, it doesn't turn into the proper arrow either. So be careful. They're not too hard because you can farm them because they respawn. Here is another place where you can get modern arrows. This is near the sinkhole. I'll put a map link down in the description and the comment. But you pop some of these open. Some of them have flares, some of them have arrows. It's a stack of 5, so it's pretty easy to get 20 over here. And then I just show with a respawn. I saved right there, and I came back into the game. And hey, look, you can get more. So it's pretty easy to farm these. They do more damage. That's cool. I wanted to show if you put them into a basket, they also come back. And it appears they do, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, a little bit stronger. It seems like it needs a little bit of a polish in the transition between the types of arrows, but still pretty cool. I like them. And they definitely appear to do more damage. And they look very nice. Yay, look, it came back. They increased the quality of clothing in the game and shoes. So no longer are you looking down at your pants and going, oh, those are some low res looks. It's nice when you're going down the zip line, for example, or you're sitting down on a bench. It does look better. Ooh, shoelaces. Now that was a lot of the visual changes of Update 71 in the forest. Some news, they are releasing the PS4 version in, I think it was Q2 of next year. They will release the game sometime in next year as well, early next year, Q1, Q2. So that is some pretty big news. They're going to do it to 1.0, so I'm assuming they're either going to accelerate their patches or they're going to start making bigger jumps. Like it might go from like 0.85 to 0.95 or even bigger than that, straight to 1. So get ready for the Forest to be released soon. That's awesome. Get your friends to buy it if they haven't yet. It might increase in price. I didn't see any confirmation, but who knows, it might. So a few people have let me know that they've had issues loading their game, and also that their strength reset. Hopefully the devs can fix that. I know some system change. You know, it's still in early access, but I would be careful trying to do stuff for a moment here. Loading the game issue, probably not a problem, but perhaps if you save after you load with like the 20 strength that you start with, that might be the new value you're stuck with. So if you have a very high value of strength and you don't want to lose it, you might want to wait for a hotfix, which might be out by the time this video is. So check if they have a B, C, or D, or what have you update. But I just want to warn you that if you log into your save, most likely your strength is reset, and some people were having issues with that. Report your bugs if you get them to help the dev team out, and so we can have an awesome release next year. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope everybody has an awesome Friday and a great weekend. If you have any questions or comments, please let them down below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.